This morning we're doing the last To Siva catch-up lesson, lesson 52. How do we receive guests? Hindus and their homes are known throughout the world for big-hearted hospitality. Treating the guest as God is the Hindu way. Even in the rush of modern life, we should never feel guests are keeping us from what we should be doing. We drop everything, no matter how important, to care for company. We know how it feels to be unwelcome and would never want to send that message to visitors. When guests arrive, even without notice, they are greeted eagerly at the door by the entire family. We are generous with our time and kindly with our words. Our loving care makes each one feel special. This is our ancient and sacred duty. The Tirukural tells us the whole purpose of earning wealth and maintaining a home is to provide hospitality to guests. The host should care for the guests he has. He should watch hopefully for more. He will then himself be a welcome guest in heaven. Hindu Shastras describe the ideal, saying the guest is to be honored by going out to meet him or her, offering water and a seat, lighting a lamp before them, and providing food and lodging. There follows friendly conversation on subjects that interest them. Even the humblest home will never fail to honor a guest with food and beverage. The absolute minimum is a chair or mat to sit on and a glass of water to drink. The visit of a holy person to the home is given extra special attention and may involve days of preparation, garlanded gift making, cleaning, and decorating. As the guest departs, we offer good wishes and gifts, even if only a simple sweet. Then we walk with them to their transportation, palms together, watching until they are out of sight. And the quote from Gurudeva: hospitality flows from Shiva's followers like sweet music from a veena. Guests are treated as gods. Friends, relatives, acquaintances, even strangers are humbled by the overwhelming, ever-willing attention received. The text already used my key verse, so excuse me for repeating it. But when I present this material, I generally use that verse as a question. You've probably heard me state it that way. Say, what is the purpose of earning wealth and establishing a home? So turn it into a question, right? And then everyone thinks, what's the purpose? Then, of course, the ordinary answer is, well, it's to provide for the immediate family members. It's the purpose, right? All those living in the home, that's trying to take care of them. So the Tirukural is stretching that, saying, no, incorrect. We need to focus on the guest. So it's stretching us beyond our normal sense of duty to family members to say, well, we need to perform charity. And that's a very important part of family life, even more important these days because there's more of an emphasis in the modern world on materialism than there was in the time of the Tirukural. So in most countries, everyone's focused on acquiring lots of wealth and having good possessions, so forth. So that's fine. You know, we're supposed to have wealth and possessions, but if we're not careful, we can become greedy, become materialistic. So the Tirukural is balancing that out and saying, well, let's balance that out by looking at taking care of the guest as an important part of having a family. We want guests to come to the home. We want to take care of them, and therefore we're balancing out the tendency to get too materialistic. Gurudeva has a nice statement that I also quote in this material. He says it's not enough just to ask the guests to stay for a meal once. Remember that? It's not enough just to ask them once, and not even twice. Once, most people will refuse, just being polite. Twice, they may still refuse, but if you ask 3 times and they refuse, then you've done your duty. So don't ask just once or twice. Ask the full 3 times until if they still say no. The last verse in the chapter is a very sweet one. The delicate anicham flower withers when merely smelled, but an unwelcome look is enough to wither a guest's heart. Isn't that beautiful? In other words, there's a flower that if you just smell it, that's it. It withers. Pretty sensitive. But it's saying the guest's heart is even more sensitive because just a look, just an unfriendly look. You're doing this under duress or something. You're not genuinely wanting the person in your home. Just an unfriendly look is enough to wither the heart of a guest. That's got to be careful of those looks. Then there's another verse in the chapter which is interesting, and if you haven't heard it, is quite puzzling. Charity's merit cannot be measured by gifts given. It is measured by measuring the receiver's merits. In other words, normally, when we think about giving, we think about the law of karma. So we give, and through the law of karma, we will receive proportionately to what we give. So if we give $100, we receive proportionately. If we give $1,000, we receive proportionately in the future. That's the idea of charity's merit being measured by gifts given. But it's saying that's not the case. Charity's merit cannot be measured by gifts given, as it is measured by measuring the receiver's merits. Gurudeva explains that. He says, if you give to a beggar $100, there's certain positive karma that comes. But if you give to a great saint $100, then there's more merit that comes back. So the merit of the recipient matters in terms of what comes back to you through the law of karma. Gurudeva goes on in another context to explain that relates to giving to a temple as well. He says if you give to a beggar $100, you get the merit, but if you give to a temple, you get a lot more, and he says God pays better interest. I like that one. God pays better interest. So giving to a temple, the temple has merit, more merit than most individuals have, so you're getting back more. Oh, thank you very much. Very simple chapter. Om Namah Shivaya. Have a wonderful day.